5:06 now here on your Monday morning. Something that I want to point out, we had a lot of different video on the show. The cone has shifted so much since last Thursday and Friday. So you definitely want to make sure you have that app on your phone, the 13 WMAZ app, so you can get those latest news and weather updates. And now is the time to start preparing.
Exactly. This is the time not to panic buy. We're not saying to panic buy, but just to be prepared. Keep your eye on the tropics and what you guys are telling us.
Yeah, and the reality is we're not going to have a hurricane moving through central Georgia. We would have a tropical storm, something that is still impactful to us and something we're going to have to watch out for, but not what they're going to see down along the coast. So that's the good news in all of this. But as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, Hurricane Ian, that is its official title now, strengthening to hurricane status here with this 5 a.m. advisory. It is not too far away from Jamaica. As it zooms in here, it's going to continue to move towards the northwest, towards Cuba here at about 14 miles an hour over the morning hours and undergo rapid intensification, which it's doing right now. And this is a new map here. Hurricane warnings in effect now for parts of western Cuba. Notice a hurricane watch now in effect there on the Florida coast. So alerts are out for the United States at this hour. Let's talk about the cone now. This is an update, as Wanya was alluding to. It has shifted just a little bit. This is going to be over the next few days. So Wednesday early morning is when it's going to be at Category 4 status just off the coast of Fort Myers there. Then watch as we play this forward. The National Hurricane Center taking it inland, technically somewhere between the Fort Myers area and up towards Panama City Beach, but the general consensus is there in the Big Bend region. A weakening hurricane thanks to some wind shear at the upper levels of the atmosphere, and then turning it back towards the northwest there into central Georgia early Saturday morning. So we're talking about an end of the weekend event for us potentially. There's a closer look at that. It could be anywhere from Montgomery to just off the coast there, anywhere right along that white line there Saturday at 2 in the morning. Here's how the major global models are shaping up. You can see fairly good agreement as it moves towards the north here. This is going to be Thursday at midnight now as we continue to play this forward. Majority of the agreement there is along the Big Bend region in the Tallahassee area, then continuing to pull it north. Now, something we're going to be watching very closely over the next few days is which side of the storm we end up on, because if we follow some of these models here on the west side, that of course puts us on the dirty side. If we say follow these two GFS lines, this blue line and this brown line, then we'd be on the better side, not necessarily the good side, but the better side of the storm as it weakens down to tropical storm status and continues to move away. Again, there's a closer look at all of that. Now, I want to single out the GFS here. We've been talking about the different ensemble models, and I'll show you why I'm showing you this here in just a minute. But first, this is what they're showing right now. So really anywhere from, say, the Pensacola region down towards Tampa. You might remember yesterday the spread was much larger. In fact, if you look up, say, Nashville to off the coast of Virginia Beach, that's the range that we were in and what we were talking about last week. So this is how things have changed from, say, Thursday to today. This blue circle here is where the storm could have been by the time we get into the end of the week. This white circle here is where we're thinking this morning. It's where the ensembles are showing for this morning. So the details continue to be fine-tuned, continue to drill down there along the coast. Let's talk about some potentials now. What's the likelihood that we could see tropical storm force winds? Now, keep in mind, this is several days out. These numbers likely to continue to rise. Obviously, the better, higher chances down towards the south, and we're going to expect, again, these to rise as we get into the days ahead. So let's map it out here on Future View, talk about the timing of this. When could it potentially come to central Georgia? This is Friday at 2 a.m. here. The rain beginning in our far southern counties, then through the day on Friday. A very rainy day across central Georgia. Windy overnight Friday into Saturday. This is the GFS here, and then beginning to pull out of here Saturday night, clearing out by Sunday. The European showing something similar. Watch this now as we head into Thursday here, Thursday evening, so a little sooner. Rain beginning at the southern border of our area. Once we get into Friday morning, spreading over the whole area. The most intense part of the storm coming through overnight Friday into Saturday. Notice that is on the western side here. Again, this is the European model. And then once we play that forward into Saturday evening, the rain finally beginning to exit.